Hey, also this is just before the inactive farming event starts. What I've been trying to do here is farm as much dark matter as possible. The main ways I've been earning dark matter is through asteroid farming, sending multi-expeditions as much as possible, plus the promote server you can see at the bottom. I'll just bring up my recent expeditions. You can see some of them have earned dark matter, which is always nice. You sometimes get containers as well. If I go over to the other tab, you can see my asteroid mining results. Most of these are resources, but occasionally I do get dark matter, as you can see from those. We do have a scrap event going on at the same time, which is quite unusual. I will probably sell most of my ships and just keep what I need for the event to avoid losing them. This is the amount of points I currently have. It's quite a lot. You can see a nice 18-figure amount of points there. If we scroll up though, you can see the top players in the universe have way more points than me, so I still need to do quite a lot of work. I'm currently collecting up all of the resources, as this will be my last chance to do that for a while. I don't want to use up fleet slots during the event. I'm still farming expeditions as well, as you can see here. I'm also going to change my class for the extra fleet slots, so let's go over to the Academy page, over to Commander, change class. This has reduced fuel consumption and a few other useful skills as well, so let's go ahead and change that. I'm also going to use a few items to try and reduce the losses from any inactives that have defense. The Proton Weapons Platinum, Titan Armor Platinum, and the Ion Shields Platinum. These will be used just before the event actually starts. Alright, so this is during the event. I have 91 fleet slots, so I'm trying to keep 90 fleet slots going at all times. The strategy is basically just farm anything. Occasionally I find the odd inactive with defense like this one here that I've put a star on. That one had a lot of resources, look at all that. The other ones though are pretty decent. If I bring up this combat report, I actually took this with cargoes only, so you don't really need anything other than cargoes. All that defense was taken with those cargoes there, and that's quite useful if you don't want to build a proper fleet. You will need a lot of cargoes for farming and moving the resources around. The occasional player will probe me as well, but as long as I am checking every few minutes while my fleet is active, that's not really a problem. If someone does launch at me, then I may use some of my resources in the shipyard to build fleet to try and counter the enemy fleet, depending on what they send. If I bring up the inventory page, these Detroit items are especially useful for auto-building ships. I would probably auto-build avatars, as those are the strongest ship to try and counter an enemy fleet with. I'm spending most of my resources on mines. I made sure I had enough fields before I started this event. I will increase the jute mine. I can also convert the jute I have there into other resources to build up my mines. This is what my researches look like. Even with all of this, I can't upgrade anything, so it's mainly going to be mines that I focus on during the event. I currently have 9 fields spare on this planet. Once I use up the fields on this planet, I will move across to the next one, so I will be constantly moving my fleet about during the event. That makes it a bit harder for the enemy to find me, plus enables me to find better farms as well. I have fleet slots open, so let's have a look around. Ideally, what I'm after here is inactives that have timers on them. There's not too many, but ones like this, for example, they have a 24-minute timer, so have probably been refilled with resources. Those are the ones I want to try and farm when I can. There's no timer at all on that one. Sometimes inactives like that have defense on though, so you do have to be a bit careful. Pretty straightforward strategy though. Just farm the inactives as much as possible, and ideally look for inactives that have timers on. There we go. I don't normally bother to probe anything, and my feat slots are maxed out now. Occasionally, if I do find an inactive that has defense on, I will mark it with the friends and enemy section. I will mark it as an enemy so I don't accidentally farm it, and that's quite useful. In the galaxy view, you can see instantly without probing which inactives have defense on and which ones do not. That's what it's currently looking like. I haven't gained a rank yet, but I will check back later on once the event has finished and see how much dark matter I have used and how my progress has been going. I may also do something like this with the mines, build one up like this, then auto-complete it like that, then for the next one do an auto-convert, then click it again like that, then for the next one again do an auto-convert, and just repeat the process for a bit. That gets rid of all the excess deuterium that I have stored up, plus I have plenty of dark matter to do that with. Alright, so this is after the event. I have to admit, I am pretty tired now. I went at the event pretty hardcore. I didn't gain that many ranks, but I did gain a lot of points. You can see here what my points currently look like. It's still nowhere near the top players in the universe, but I'm getting there slowly. My mines are looking quite good on some of the planets as well now. You can see here 111, 109, 100 here. I do have an issue though that most of the planets are full now, so I'm going to need to work on those fields. Pretty much everything from 16 downwards is full. I started farming in Galaxy 5 and just went through the planets, moving about and building them up as I went. So I will change back to the miner class when I am able to. Currently I am stuck as the commander class for another 10 hours 31 minutes. The 50% resource production will be essential since I basically put everything into mines during this event. Commander is good, but it's only really useful for the inactive farming event when you play as a miner. Okay, so now I'm going to end the video. I hope you found that interesting and enjoyable. If you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. Check out the playlist on the screen for more OGameX videos. You can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.